Hi, it's Winter/Magenta, and I am here going over one of my 1 minute long videos about hot topic discussions in our lawsuit and hopefully to tell some girls about their rights. And so on this one, I just want to answer some questions, which has just been something that people have brought up a lot, which is, but I signed a contract. And so what I want to talk to you right now about is unenforceable contracts. And so, the Dejavu contracts are in violation of federal and state labor laws. If you're signing the, I haven't really looked at the employee one, but the one for independent contractors, it is necessitating that you work as an employee. There is, I don't know if you've read it, but the little arbitration contracts and like what happens if you find out you're an employee. But it literally shows that it necessitates that there is only the ability to work as an employee and not as an independent contractor in there, which makes it unenforceable because the contract itself is in violation of federal and state labor law, so no judge can enforce it. I mean, legally they cannot. It would be illegal to enforce. Legally, a judge cannot enforce that contract. So if you didn't do your dances or if there was any kind of issues that you had pertaining to your contract that you feel that, might inhibit you from joining this suit, don't worry about it because this contract is absolutely unenforceable, which is why it all amounts to harassment, all these other things, because, it was in your contract that you would do stages, but that was illegal of them to put in there. So them harassing you to do stages, which is something that they legally can't require of you, it's harassment. And because you did them, you worked as an employee by providing that work, and by providing that work, the government makes it so that you are an employee during that time, not an independent contractor. That's why they owe you all your rent back and everything. It's because it doesn't matter what you sign. It doesn't matter that you were filing taxes and believed you were an independent contractor. It doesn't matter that you paid. What matters is that you did work, so you were recognized by the state during the duration of your employment fulfilling your contract at Dejavu as an employee, which means you're protected under employee rights. And so don't worry about anything when it comes to this contract because their end of it, like any defense that they try to bring up about anything, literally is unenforceable. They cannot. And I had this conversation with the highest up at my club, and the conversation ended with him handing me money out of his pocket, trying to get me not to sue him, and coming back with a notarized work saying he'd let me do everything I wanted as long as I promised not to sue him. But then the other manager has this really big ego problem, and when I turned in the note that he told me to, she wouldn't let me work, and so I did what I said I would, and that's go get a lawyer and start a class action lawsuit against them, and here we are. So, yes, it is unenforceable. They know their contract's unenforceable. They've lost multiple lawsuits because their contract is unenforceable. And so Dejavu cannot win, and don't be worried about any kind of issues you might have had with your contract, and like if, well, you didn't do this or didn't do that or missed that. It's like, don't worry. Don't feel like you screwed up somehow, because no matter what, they still owe you. They still owe you because you were protected under employee rights. So definitely still participate because their contract is unenforceable, and when everything that it comes down to, it doesn't matter that you signed it, none of it. It is unenforceable. So just get it out of your head that their contract means anything, because it doesn't.